Meta stock jumps 9%. Microsoft stock drops 5%, even after beating earnings. Same market, same AI boom. Two completely different reactions. Why? What's really happening here? Which company's actually winning the AI race? Wall Street is confused right now. Today, we break it down. Meta versus Microsoft. AI earnings revealed. The real story behind these massive stock moves. Welcome back to AI and Finance Insider. We break down AI. We cover big tech. We explain money. No hype, no noise, just facts. Today's breakdown: Meta and Microsoft earnings. Why one stock surged, why the other fell, and what investors need to know right now. Let's start with Meta. This earnings report shocked the market. In a good way. Meta reported $59.9 billion in Q4 revenue. That's 24% year-over-year growth. This pushes Meta above $200 billion in annual revenue, a massive milestone for the company. Even more impressive, revenue growth is accelerating, not slowing down. It's getting faster. Meta now has 3.58 billion daily active people across all apps: Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Messenger. That's nearly half the global population using Meta apps every single day. And this user base is still growing at 7% year over year, something very few companies can achieve at this scale. Advertising is still Meta's core engine, the money machine. Ad impressions grew 18%, while average price per ad only grew 6%. This tells us Meta is intentionally lowering ad prices to increase volume, boost engagement, and it's working. More ads, more data, more revenue, stronger long-term dominance. Now, here's the most important metric, the real story. Meta generated $115.8 billion in operating cash flow in 2025, growing at nearly 27% year over year. This matters more than free cash flow right now because Meta is aggressively investing in AI infrastructure. Operating cash flow tells us the core business is accelerating, even while spending heavily on growth. Meta plans to spend up to $135 billion in capital expenditures in 2026. This initially scared investors. Big spending, big risk. But Meta also guided for 30% revenue growth next quarter, which explains why the stock surged. The weak spot remains Reality Labs, which lost about $6 billion this quarter. However, even with those losses, Meta's operating margin stayed above 40%. Now, let's talk about Microsoft, because the market reaction here confused a lot of investors. Microsoft beat both revenue and earnings expectations again. Revenue grew nearly 17% year over year, with Intelligent Cloud growing close to 30%. By any traditional metric, this was a very strong quarter. So why did the stock fall? That's the question. The answer is capital expenditures, the spending. Microsoft's free cash flow declined slightly, not because demand is weak, but because the company is investing heavily in AI data centers, massive infrastructure. This is growth capex, not maintenance spending. Microsoft is building infrastructure because customers are already demanding AI services at scale. Microsoft's remaining performance obligations, essentially signed future contracts, now total $392 billion, up 51% year over year in the prior period, and even higher recently. That number means future revenue is already locked in. Very few companies in the world have this level of visibility and demand. So, how do these two companies compare? Meta offers faster short-term growth, cheaper valuation relative to cash flow, explosive advertising leverage. Microsoft offers unmatched diversification, massive AI infrastructure dominance, long-term stability. Meta is the growth accelerator. Microsoft is the backbone of enterprise AI. Both are winning, just different games, different time horizons. Meta surged because revenue and cash flow are accelerating faster than expected. Microsoft fell because Wall Street is focused on short-term spending, not long-term dominance. Long-term, both companies are positioning themselves at the center of the AI economy. The key difference is time horizon. Short-term volatility favors Meta. Long-term infrastructure favors Microsoft. Both are essential for the AI future.
If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to like the video. It really helps the channel grow. Subscribe to AI and Finance Insider for weekly AI and finance deep dives, and comment below, Meta or Microsoft, which one would you hold for the next 5 years and why? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next breakdown.